How you doing? This is Don Kingdom 592, and what we're going to be talking about, well, for anything, this is a universal film on the new Samsung DeX system. What you see right now on the screen up there is a picture of my phone via DeX through my computer. And there's a gaming advantage to this, not just a simple move it up on the things. I'm going to explain some of the other stuff that I'm not going to show on film, but I have tried it. Okay, so uh, bring this up in here. I went out. I had a friend, Rochambeau. You've heard him on the lives. Told me, he says, "Man, you got to get a Dex. You know, if you don't get a Dex, man, you're." I was complaining that I was clicking, and they were getting. I was in. I know I was in a second and a half in the clicking, and they were still beating me. And there was a delay in the system in there, and that delay is in the touch screen. Touch screen is infamously got delays in it just because there's a sanity check. Was it really touched? Especially now you know you got those settings in your phone that says was it accidentally checked? Blah blah blah. Right. So now on my computer, excuse the coughing, guys. The I literally that was a deck screen that took over my computer, and I literally treat it like Windows now. I double click, open up the Guns of Glory, uh, which is our main thing for here, and I can go in here and do my things just a little faster. All right. It's important for combat. We are in the middle of KR at this moment. This is going to be one of the few helpful videos I'm going to put out. I'm going to sprinkle some more helpful videos for gaming in with my sorry some bitching. I'm tired of fucking China videos that are coming, guys. For those who don't like it when I sit there and complain all the time, the complaints have got to be made or they don't do anything. The Chinese will treat you as the putzes you will allow them to be, that you allow them to treat you as if you don't things. And I'm your voice in this, and I'm going to continue to be the voice. We are going to have tips along with it, but me personally, I'm going to go after them. I'm going to hurt them. I expect to cost them no less than $25 million in losses this year, and I really think, and I'm saying no less than. I think I can make that number bigger. We're going to do a lot of stuff on how to play for free, enjoy for free, and go after their money laundering operation. China is going to wish they'd have paid their bills. They owe me money. It's a new year. I'm tired of getting lied to in emails. I'm tired of getting ignored. I'm tired of this. But unlike other guys, I don't quit. All right. I'm not going to quit on you, the viewer. So we're talking about DeX. All right. So what I've done with DeX now, here is my old. This is the one I got my DeX on. This is my S10 Plus. All right. It's not hooked up to mobile data or nothing like that. I've got it on the Wi-Fi. And it's what's showing you the game right now. The and the reason I got that is because I got a new S20 for because my wife got bored and want to get right down to it. I was walking through the mall and I got a new S20. I was not unhappy with my S10 Plus. I was no problem with it. But you remember some of the videos earlier in the year, I used my S10 Plus as a camera for these new 1080p cameras come in. I still like the cameras in my phone better. So I'm going to dual purpose this and maybe the other phone too. And I'm going to go and set up some mounting systems to hold the phones as cameras and plug them in because I can actually set the cameras up wirelessly. I can get some different angle stuff going. I got a kid coming in here. We did some negotiations last night. We're not done with the studio. We started that in June. The Huawei deal come out. The Huawei guys screwed over all the customers without telling me. This 1 minute they stopped paying people. It's like, oh, did we not tell you? No, we're canceling that program. I'm like, you've got a contract. It's like, oh, you didn't sign that contract. I said, because you're in another country. For me to sue you is an infinite task. I said, but I can punish you. And you guys may, and a few of you may remember where I put out some trashy freaking videos where I went after Huawei because Guns of Glory got a hold of Huawei and said, no, we don't want him freaking promoting this. The and I was trashing Huawei so badly that within a few days, everybody that was signed up for the program got their money. All right, and look, guys, it cost them a good $500,000. They owed me some payments. They didn't make the final one. You're getting the evil muse for 2021 because of that. But we're going to play in the deck system for influencers, because I do a lot of stuff to teach other influencers. Like, guys, this is the way to go. Get you a Samsung, get you a deck system, and get you dual monitors. I got my recording screen over here on the right that I'm always looking at over here. That's why my head's always turned. You'd think I'd be smart enough to just put the camera over there, right? I am smart enough to do it. I'm just too lazy to move the green screen. I gotta relocate the green screen. So when we get done with the studio, I'll have this thing where I'm actually looking like at the camera like I'm supposed to. So the decks. Look, I'm hitting my Windows button, and it brings up my other stuff. So I can go back to my home screen and just treat this like my normal phone. I got single click on my computer. Closing Windows. Reopen. Where you want? Oh, that's single click, not double click. All right. So why the decks? I've got an 8-core processor in my Samsung. I don't have the screen turned on my Samsung. The video that's being played over here is not tasking the video on the Samsung device. The touch screen is no longer the interface. I've eliminated that delay and the graphics load on my device. There is no load like there was before in the device to be showing me high definition graphics, because the graphics screen on your phone is better than the one on my monitor. I got a high end monitor, and they just don't make a monitor that's that quality. You can't. It would be a freaking $2,000 monitor, and I don't even know where those are. If you got to know somebody to even find and buy those things. I know a lot of people. No one's ever offered me one. So the point here is we're going to reduce some lag in interface, especially for speed ups. This is one of these hacks and cheats. There's a lot of people that once you do this, you can turn around and set up controllers. Those of you who are in the thumb generation, hook it to your PC. And if you're like me and you got a controller that's got a hacked button, I got an Xbox controller that will plug into my Microsoft PC, and it's got a button. When I pull it, it's auto fire. You could turn around and have it say XY, hit speed up. Boom, I hit speed up 50 times and I'm across the map. That's why you see that. There's a lot of people who do that. They've done that with BlueStacks and other things, and this is much simpler to do. If you got a Samsung device, you can use the Samsung DeX. This is a generational leap thing. This is running on my S10 Plus. I know it runs on my S10, my S20 now. I would like to hear from you in the comments if you guys will try it with your S8. I will bet it will work with your S8 too. According to rumor people, not from Samsung itself, they think it doesn't work on the S10. It's working on the S10, guys. It works just fine. That's one of the reasons I started this on the S10, was because I went over to the Samsung's website and said, well, if you're in the United States, it doesn't work on your S10. We got a new T-Mobile deal where we got 3 brand new phones, the latest, greatest Apple, and 2 of the S20s, and we got to keep our old phones. And our bill from AT&T went down $100 a month. We're paying $150 a month for 3 phones, unlimited data. Well, I'd say unlimited. It's like 100 gig of data, which is a lot for 3 phones. And I'm using the T-Mobile now to upload these videos because it is our fastest bandwidth, and they actually got our 5G in this little rat hole of a town a lot sooner. For those with a Microsoft Surface, I bought a Surface docking station, right? All right. Surfaces are not cheap. You got a Surfaces, you got money. All right. It's about $1,500 to get into a low level Surface. Uh, they don't game very well. They're good businesses, and but that Surface docking station added to your Surface will incorporate the DeX uh, and allow you to use your Surface size tablet and a keyboard and a mouse to run your phone stuff with that. So that's the option there. I did buy one. I don't own a Surface. My wife does, and I accidentally bought two of them actually because she's got one already in there. The she's got a second Surface somewhere. I don't even know where the hell that thing is. We got two of these things. Uh, Now for the Apple guys, there will be an Apple DeX system. This is typical with all Apple stuff, guys. If you don't know, if you're one of these Apple fanboys, let me tell you when you're going to get your Apple stuff. DeX just got emerged, just got released widely. So in 2 years, there'll be somebody that walks out on a stage and tells you about the latest, greatest Apple 14 that's about to be released with new Apple Plus Sex or whatever they're going to call it, and they'll act like it was just invented by Apple, and then you Apple guys can be caught up to everybody else in the world. Uh, I'm not picking on you because you're Apple. Apple does not lead the industry in anything. Apple waits 2 years to see if the industry is going to invest in it, if the customer base is going to invest in it, before they turn around and act like the grand skies are falling now that Apple has done it. Uh, they let everybody else bleed money before Apple jumps in to see if they're going to do it, and then they still seem to screw things up. Uh, Apple's not cross-platformable. For a lot of the gamer stuff, you can't take advantage of a bunch of deals because Android is the planet. Apple's only 4 to 6% of the market. It's not as big as everybody thinks it is. Uh, they just have more money than anybody else. Like I said, they don't develop anything. They charge $1,200 for a device that costs $42 to make, and then they get a percentage of every single app you download on it, 30 cents on the dollar for everything you buy, and nobody else can even sell Apple stuff. So unlike Android, who has competition in the app stores, which we sell a lot on here, that's what the Huawei deal was, right? Same game, same app, had to do a couple dances, and all of a sudden you were saving 50 cents on the dollar. Uh, for some of these guys who turn around and spend $1,000 a month, saving 50 cents on the dollar was, that was $1,500 in their pocket. It that device that they had, that Samsung device, was free at that point. And we've got a bunch of people now in my alliance that are buying Android tablets specifically to take advantage of deals. Disappointing Turtle right now has for $250 you get $500 of Amazon coins. That's a free $250. If you don't have an Android product to work with, go buy a $200 Android product. Go get your deal from Amazon with it. It got, yes, you still spent $500, but now you can take advantage of any of the future deals we come up with. I don't know how many future deals I'm going to come up with after I do the Evil Muse, after I go after Huawei, because that's going to scare a lot of marketing people. It's like, well, is he going to come after us? If you can't keep your word, you bet your ass I'm going to come after you. I don't like you if you're a liar. I don't like you if you're a weasel. If you think, well, we had this clause in here that said you didn't have to honor this in any point in shape and time. What's bad for these app stores is a lot of these influencers let me read their contracts, and I give them points. And then where I see where Amazon wouldn't give up on a point, then I know that they were looking to exploit that point later, and they will, and they do. All we can do is hurt them a little bit till they get the things like, I'll give my word, you give yours, and we'll call it a working business relationship. If you got a problem with that, probably don't even want to start the email conversation with me, do you? It's I can do what I say I can do. and that's the way that's going to work. I'm not going to lie to you about what we can get done, and I don't expect you to try to figure out how to get just a couple more points so you look good on a spreadsheet later in the month. Uh, we generate millions and millions of dollars on behalf of the app stores. The you offer hell, Amazon offers a straight up 5% for every coin sold, except for no one's allowed to sell their coins. So why put down on a page that I get 5% for every coin sold and don't give me the ability to sell your coins? You wouldn't have had to give me money to sell your product. All you had to do is follow your own word. The stuff that's in writing, those things you call contracts, you make me agree to at the bottom. Problem is, these companies know that they're dealing with small people, and me, I got the money for lawyers. It becomes a matter of, am I going to spend $5,000 this month and have them drag it out with 16 emails, which I get charged $75 a piece for my lawyer to read the email. Um, they can make it painful on my pocketbook, and since that lawyer stuff gets budgeted to a different branch of Amazon or Huawei or whatever, or Google, it doesn't affect them. Oh yeah, we just got an asshole influencer won't give up. It never dawns on them we're the liars, and he just refuses to let us lie to him. You know, that thought doesn't enter these people's heads anymore. There's no morals. Okay, so we're going to be doing, one of the nice things about the DEX is we're going to be able to apply any game that can be downloaded on a phone. You know, whereas we were kind of limited with BlueStacks and what BlueStacks is doing. BlueStacks is having a problem, and it taxes the computer a lot. Right now, I'm running 12% CPU with my DEX running, recording video. So that is what it is. All right, guys. It's called DEX, DEX. You can download it on your PC, and you can download it on your phone. And then, now, I downloaded it on the PC, plugged it in, it worked immediately. Waited 1-2 days, and then it quit working. Go click update on your PC, reboot your PC, then reboot your phone. Okay? Once I did all that, as soon as I plugged it in, it pops up like it's supposed to. Like it did the first time. For some reason, Windows likes to work once to show you that it did, then it demands you update drivers. I think that has something to do with making sure Samsung has an active account with them. Or whatever other company is like, we'll show you that it did work. Keep pursuing it. Don't quit right away. But we want you to force them to have an account with us, is the reasoning behind that. There's no reason for it to work once. I used it for like a half a day, but I hadn't installed the Samsung USB driver yet. And then suddenly it just decided that I needed it. I didn't need it for the half a day. You know, computers don't think that. That's literally written into software somewhere to crash or cripple your wear until you accomplish another task. And Microsoft is pretty big on making sure updates screw you over all the time. Anytime something stops working on there, generally click update and reboot. Microsoft will force you to reboot and not tell you that you need to reboot. So take advantage of that. I appreciate it.